The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Rebecca Martinez stepped onto the platform. Around her, representatives from 47 species watched with barely concealed amusement. The humans had finally been granted entry to the Council, but nobody expected them to last long. "Another Deathworlder species," whispered the Velcrin ambassador, its translucent body rippling with disdain. "Though they look so fragile." It was true. Compared to the towering Krothax warriors or the armored Zelthorians, humans appeared embarrassingly weak. Rebecca stood barely 6 feet tall, her frame slim, her skin unprotected by scales or chitin. The Council had accepted Earth's application as a formality, expecting humanity to quietly fade into obscurity among the stronger species. "We welcome Earth to the Council," announced High Chancellor Vorn, a massive creature whose homeworld boasted gravity twice that of most civilized planets. "Though we must warn you, membership comes with challenges. Physical challenges." The chamber erupted in clicking, chirping laughter. Rebecca smiled politely. "We're aware, Chancellor. We're prepared." "Excellent." Vorn's mandibles clacked together in what passed for a grin. "Then you won't mind participating in the traditional gauntlet of proving. It's a simple physical test. Most species complete it within their first cycle. It helps us assess your capabilities." Captain James Mitchell watched the exchange from Earth's observation ship, the USS Prometheus, orbiting the Council station. His jaw clenched as he listened through the comm link. "It's a trap," muttered Lieutenant Maria Rodriguez, the ship's tactical officer. "They're going to humiliate us." "Maybe," James replied. "Or maybe they'll learn something." The gauntlet took place in a massive arena that could simulate the environmental conditions of any Council member's homeworld. Over the next week, representatives from various species completed the course under their native gravity and atmosphere. The Velcrin floated through in 0.3 g. The insectoid Chitrix scuttled across in 0.7 g. Even the formidable Krothax completed it in their native 1.4 g, flexing their muscles for the cameras. Then came Earth's turn. The Council gathered to watch, expecting a quick, embarrassing failure. The arena configured itself to Earth's specifications: 1 g gravity, nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, standard temperature. "Only 1 g, scoffed the Krothax ambassador. "This will be trivial." "Perhaps for humans," Rebecca said quietly. "But we thought it sporting to invite others to try our course. Any volunteers?" The challenge hung in the air. Several ambassadors shifted uncomfortably. "I'll do it," growled Ambassador Throck of the Krothax, his 6 massive limbs carrying his bulk forward. "If a human can do it, it's beneath me." Captain Mitchell descended from the Prometheus to run the course personally. He stood at the starting line in standard military fatigues, looking almost comically small next to the armored Throck. "Begin," announced Vorn. James took off running. Not jogging, running at a full sprint that made several ambassadors gasp. He vaulted over obstacles, pulled himself up climbing walls with ease, and navigated the course with fluid grace. His time, 4 minutes, 32 seconds. Throck lumbered to the start, confidence radiating from every movement. He took his first step, and stumbled. His legs, built for 1.4 g, suddenly felt leaden. Each movement required concentration. His powerful muscles, optimized for higher gravity, struggled with the coordination needed in Earth's environment. Halfway through, Throck collapsed, his respiratory system heaving, unable to efficiently process oxygen in the thinner air pressure his body wasn't designed for. "Impossible," he gasped. "How do you move so fast in such gravity?" James offered, helping the massive alien to his feet. "It's what we're built for." Ambassador Vorn's mandibles clicked nervously. Perhaps the Krothax are simply tired. Surely our lighter world species would fare worse, Rebecca interrupted. "May I explain?" She activated a holographic display showing Earth specifications. Our planet is what you call a death world. 1G is considered heavy gravity by galactic standards. But it's more than that. The display shifted to show Earth's atmosphere, its turbulent weather systems, its tectonic activity. We evolved on a planet that constantly tried to kill us. Hurricanes. Earthquakes. Predators. We didn't develop thick armor because we developed something better: endurance. Adaptability. We can run for hours. We can survive in nearly any environment. We heal from injuries that would kill most species. She's exaggerating, muttered a Velcrin. Am I? Rebecca nodded to Lieutenant Rodriguez, who had joined them. Maria, please tell them about your morning routine. I ran 10 kilometers before breakfast, sir. Standard PT. The council chamber erupted in disbelieving chatter. 10 kilometers? Before breakfast? That's not possible for any species to do daily, Vaughn protested. For most species, no, James agreed. But Ambassador Martinez asked you to try our course. Would anyone else like to experience Earth normal gravity? Over the next hours, representatives from 24 species attempted the course. Not one completed it. The heavy worlders couldn't adjust their coordination. The light worlders couldn't support their own body weight. Even in their protective suits, most had to be carried off the course, exhausted and humbled. The Chitrix ambassador, a species known for their physical prowess, collapsed after 30 seconds. Your gravity, it's crushing. To you, perhaps, Rebecca said. To us, it's home. The revelation spread through the council like wildfire. Humanity wasn't weak, they'd been forged in a crucible that made them stronger than anyone realized. Every human was essentially a super soldier by galactic standards, capable of feats of endurance and strength that seemed impossible. Within a month, human security forces were the most sought-after protection in the galaxy. Human athletes dominated every mixed-species competition. And Earth's military? Nobody wanted to find out what soldiers trained in 1G could do in combat. Ambassador Vaughn approached Rebecca in the council chambers weeks later, his posture considerably more respectful. Ambassador Martinez, the council would like to formally apologize for our assumptions. We underestimated humanity. Rebecca smiled, the same polite smile she'd worn at their first meeting. Chancellor, you didn't underestimate us. You just didn't understand. We're not strong despite our world, we're strong because of it. Earth made us this way. She extended her hand, a human gesture the Chancellor had learned meant respect and partnership. Welcome to the neighborhood, she said. We're glad to be here. Vaughn grasped her hand carefully, acutely aware that this fragile-looking human could probably snap his limbs with those same fingers. We're glad to have you, he replied, and meant it. In the observation deck of the Prometheus, Captain Mitchell looked down at Earth, that beautiful blue marble of crushing gravity, hostile weather, and relentless challenges. Home sweet home, he murmured. And smiled.